Hello everyone, it's Roxy and I'm glad to be back. On this episode, I want to answer a very common question, which is, can you ban Bitcoin? You're often going to hear that Bitcoin is censorship resistant. Bitcoin cannot be stopped. Bitcoin is going to be used by Russia to bypass the sentences and at the same time by the truckers in Canada to bypass the sentences from their own government. Is it true? Is it false? What can we do? Can Europe ban Bitcoin? What happens if all the countries in the world coordinate their effort to ban Bitcoin? That's going to be the question we're going to try to answer today. So the short answer is yes, you can ban Bitcoin. Why can you do that? Simply because you have the law on your side. So you can unilaterally decide to ban Bitcoin if you have like emergency power. You can convince the judge to ban Bitcoin. You can convince the parliament to ban Bitcoin. You can even do a referendum and ask the people to vote, and if they vote for the majority to ban Bitcoin, you can ban it. Now, the question is it useful? Does it achieve what you want? And then the answer is no. So you can ban Bitcoin. All the countries in the world can coordinate to ban Bitcoin. What's going to be the effect? Not that much. Basically, what they're going to do is not ban Bitcoin, is stop the transition from the fiat system to Bitcoin. So they're going to cut off the ramping services. So basically your local exchange. So your Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, Bitstamp, local Bitcoin, Swan Bitcoin, Stacking Sat, whatever you want. So those platforms that you use to buy and sell Bitcoin, those are centralized entity, and those one can be banned and targeted, and that's how they're gonna do it. They cannot destroy Bitcoin or ban Bitcoin in the technical sense, meaning that they cannot stop the node of the network. Those are the nodes. I think you know what the nodes are. There's a lot of content in the website or in other video about nodes if you need, but basically a node is what runs the Bitcoin software. So a node is simply going to have the blockchain on it. It's going to verify the transaction, receive the information, send the information. And a node is apolitical, meaning that it's simply going to do the same thing every single 10 minutes, which is get the information, well, all the time. Get the information, get the new block, get the unconfirmed transaction, propagate them into the network, and that's it. That's basically the role of a node. And there is a lot of nodes, like tens of thousands all around the world. And as long as there's nodes running in the software, as long as there's mining blocks, Bitcoin cannot be stopped. So if you're gonna ban Bitcoin, you're literally gonna stop the people from buying Bitcoin through a centralized KYC exchange. You may be gonna put into jail the people using Bitcoin because you know they are using Bitcoin, but you are not stopping Bitcoin. So if someone which is anonymous, someone that doesn't tell you that he's using Bitcoin, use Bitcoin, he still can. He's going to use any type of wallet. There's some do-it-yourself wallet. There's some open source wallet, which are the best, by the way. There's a lot of free wallet, either on your desktop, your mobile phone, or in hardware form. So people can always find a way to get a wallet. If they have a wallet, they can generate to 24 words. So they can have a Bitcoin address, a public key, a private key. They can receive Bitcoin, send Bitcoin. If there is node in the system, the transaction is going to be broadcast. If there is miners, the transaction is going to be validated into blocks. So you cannot stop that technical part of Bitcoin. That's why we say you cannot ban it. And if you ban it, literally people around the world are still going to be using it. And if you want to use it, just use the infrastructure which is running all across the world. But if a government wants to ban Bitcoin, yes, it can. It's going to make a law to say it is forbidden to have a wallet on your phone. It's going to make a law saying that you cannot have Bitcoin non-KYC or KYC. It's going to make a law saying that if you are caught with a node in your house, if you are caught using mining equipment, you go to jail. That is possibly, it will probably happen in our lifetime, simply because it's the only option they have left. So if they're going to say, hey, we need to ban Bitcoin worldwide so Russia doesn't use it, what does it mean? It means that we're going to enable you, the citizen of our country, to use Bitcoin because we are afraid of that technology, but that's not going to change anything for Russia. That's basically the idea. So if they want to ban Bitcoin, they're literally banning free speech, information, and transmission of data. So the technical side is impossible to ban. The ethical side is questionable to ban. the authoritarian side is bannable. So they're gonna ban it because they don't want you to have freedom. If you think a bit more about the law and can they actually do a law in a democracy to stop Bitcoin, the answer is ambiguous depending on your country and jurisdiction, but the main idea is going to be no, simply because Bitcoin is literally speech, money is a type of communication, banning Bitcoin is banning free speech, it is enabling the transfer of literally bits of data across any means of communication, wave, sounds, internet, bird if you want, paper, whatever it is. So it's difficult to do it, it's impossible technically to do it, and in any free society it's also impossible if you respect freedom of speech. So can you ban Bitcoin? Yes, you can. You're gonna have a really hard time to do it, and even if you do it, it's not gonna be efficient. But you can try, and people have been trying. China has been trying for a long time. A lot of countries has been trying, and more countries will be trying, because if they do not buy Bitcoin, then people are gonna use it, and if people use Bitcoin, then you lose the local currency sovereignty, and it's a mess. So double-edged sword. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is gonna be the new format alongside the tutorials. So from now on in this channel, it's gonna be some Q&A, some tutorials, some interview, some video of me talking about nonsense, and some formation. I'm really happy I can start doing English and Spanish formation and videos again. Thanks to my Patreon for helping, thanks to your donations, thanks to your support. For everyone that was here before, you are awesome. I'm Roxy. If you have any comment, please put it in the description, in the comment section. Obviously, no one is gonna agree. Realistically, banning Bitcoin has always failed. I think it will always fail, because if you want to ban Bitcoin, you literally need to shut down the internet, and even that wouldn't stop Bitcoin, because it's an idea and you cannot stop an idea, even more when the time has come for that idea to flourish, which is the time for Bitcoin. Anyway, see you around. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on the social media, and if you want to support my work so I can keep producing formation, video tutorials, games in French, English, and Spanish for free, you can do so with the e-commerce, Bitcoin or Lightning donation, or directly through a Patreon for fiat. Thank you, and I will see you around. Bye bye.